All right, what is up, YouTube? So I know that you see the market is up, like I made the video last time, but now we want to focus on those growth names, those names that are definitely solid that will turn green, even though the market is down. So I know, the market is definitely up because of the French election, but also we want to look at stocks that actually have the, really good fundamentals and really good balance sheets because we will know that we're getting the stocks on discounts when the market does fall back down. Now, the market is, like I said, it's only moving up because of the election. There's no real official news that can, actually move the market. And we have Trump coming out with the tax plan. Supposedly it's going to be huge. And also, if we really don't get any, specific things from that tax plan, that will definitely make the market fall back down again. So now, the market is getting back optimistic. We see the VIX is definitely dropping. And also, like I said, what did we see with gold? Let's check it out. We see we're almost up $11,000 on a trade. Berkshire Hathaway is almost turning positive on us. So like I said, long-term stocks definitely are worth it once you know the balance sheet for the stock. So let's go ahead and check out gold. So what did I tell you guys last time? I told you when gold got near the $1,300 handle, that was letting you know that gold is definitely topping out here, and there's not enough buyers to come in and pretty much send this thing past 1,300. The event was to send it past 1,300 was Le Pen winning the election, but since Macron won the election, that's another reason gold did take a leg down. And this is typically why you see the market rally. And also the dollar did fall. So we want to be aware of all the events, all the currencies, all the commodities that did, take a pause or rally, on the news. So we see we have $41,000 right here left to invest. So we might, choose another company here. So let me go ahead and get in on Honeywell. I actually bought some stake in Honeywell at 29.67. I know it's definitely overbought as you look at it from a 3-year chart, but at the same time, I really want to get in on this company and definitely buy on pullbacks. We see that this company, it still might have some more buyers to come in and push this thing past, 135. But that's from the chalk and oscillator. But if we're looking at it from the RSI, it's letting us know it's kind of toppish. Let it come down a little bit. Daily moving average calls for the stock to be at 124. And as we see, the stock is definitely trading at a premium. Usually I don't, buy stocks below the daily moving average, but, I'm looking at it from a long-term view. I see the stock to go to $150 somewhere near in the future, maybe 2018 or maybe at the end of the year. So I really have an in-year price target of 150 or probably by next year. So let's definitely go ahead and buy up maybe 200 shares of Honeywell. I really like this company. They're really showing bullish signs on that cause they did have, and now we're filled 200 shares of Honeywell. So I'm definitely going to be building up my investments, and you guys are definitely going to watch it real time. So we will see Honeywell definitely take down. It might take down a gap down. So we see gaps in the stock, and typically what happens is whatever gaps down, gaps up, or whatever happens. There's 9 times out of 10 the gaps will be filled for the stock. So it does call for the stock to fall back about $6, just about. So $6 towards the downside, and that's just to break it at the daily moving average. The daily moving average might act as support here because of it did have a really good quarter, and they're showing strength throughout the year. But that the border adjustment tax definitely has to come through, to actually turn some profits in other sectors of this company. So let's see what happened today. I know just about everything was up. Everything, was up about 1%. We had NASDAQ up 1%, S&P up 1%, and, everything just completely blew out of the water. If you wanted to invest in emerging markets, so, you want some international exposure, you definitely good about the EEM. Or if you wanted to add some leverage to that position, or if you wanted a leverage investment, we can do EDC, and that's 3 times the return on the EEM. So it's typically, leverage. They're just about leverage to everything on, on the stock market except certain type of stocks. So we see the XIV. Let's go ahead and check that out. XIV is now breaking just about 73 in real-time data, but this is definitely delayed. but we will, we will see it try to fill that 75 handle and try to break out. But this is what happened here. When we see the market get near, 2,800, 2,900, that's typically a top. So let's go ahead, look at the last time I plotted, resistance level for the stock market. We see what happened here. This is typically where the market starts to get, a little sluggish here, and it gets really hard for stocks to move higher because, this is definitely a top for the market. And if you were not buying at this, like I was alerting you guys, you definitely missed out on, some gains here. But that, that is definitely okay because we look at the daily moving average, it caused the market to fall back at least 200 points if we're looking at it from a 20,000 perspective. But if you're looking at it, from a $200 perspective, it caused the stock to fall back $2. So this is one way you could look at the market. We see the S&P. Let's look at that. SPY is another one. We see what happened here. We're nearing these topping levels right here. We see tops right here. We can plot our resistance level right here. And, there is some leeway right here with the market did pop right there, but it came right back down. So let's go ahead and zoom in on that. So that way you get a perfect picture. So we see that the market did kind of, stick the stem out a little bit. But, the market definitely did decline to the downside. We see it try it again right here, and we see it try it again. Now, let me tell you what this might look like. It might look like a double bottom here. We see a W pattern forming here, but this pattern might be broken if the stock does fall back, or if the S&P 500 does fall back. So let's go ahead and check this out because I know a lot of people, there's a sell in May attitude. And we definitely want to be aware of what that means for stocks. So, like I said, we want to focus on growth. We never want to focus on any penny stocks because that is definitely, that's not what we want to focus on. That's not what we do here. We want to focus on things that actually can grow you money over time without, giving you that added risk, to the, to your money because, like I said, you worked all year, or maybe, you worked all your life, and you definitely don't want to start, taking risk that, you really can't take with your, with your money because you saved it up all year, all month, or something like that, or you might just be getting into the penny or the stock market. So I would definitely want to say to you guys, we want to have investments first, and then look to trade, here and there, and then act on those investments opportunities that you do get in the market. When we do get a pullback, such as this one, such as we have seen, in the past months. So this might be a double bottom here. So definitely pay attention to that. We might see a breakout pattern forming here. Only thing we need is, Trump definitely giving us, a tax plan that people do need. The market goes higher, and we break out past the 21,000 level, and S&P breaks higher. NASDAQ hits 6,000 and goes maybe 6,050. We might definitely see that, but we definitely want to focus on growth names. We see Johnson & Johnson is now breaking 23. We couldn't even see Johnson & Johnson break down to to the $20 handle, or the $20 handle, because there was so much support there to where you only snag shares at about $21. And now it's trading 23 real time. But as you see here, the RSI did lead us the right way with, that pattern. As you see, daily moving average causing the stock to be at 23.85. So we will see the moment of truth, what happened with the stock when it gets to 23.85. Will it top down, or, will it break out? So if you have any growth stocks that that you want me to check out, definitely comment them at the bottom. But if if you're referring to investing in penny stocks, we definitely don't want to do that because it's definitely sketchy, and they can easily lie on their balance sheet to make it seem as if the company is doing good, when the company is actually doing horrible, or it might be made up. So we definitely want to watch out for that. But I'm definitely picking out my investments that I want to buy here and there. XLK, if we ever get a pullback, I'm definitely jumping on that. Because I would love to have individual, or I would say a broad-based investment of technology sector here and there. So that way I won't be breaking my account trying to buy Apple, trying to buy Amazon, trying to buy Netflix here and there. But this is definitely one way to actually profit on technology names breaking out. We can check on video game makers. Let's see what they're doing. We see 660, 62, 64. We're seeing all-time highs from these these video game makers, and we need to pay attention to that. Let's see, EA Sports hit a new all-time high. Like I told you guys, if you don't pay attention to the chart, you will definitely get left behind. We see a bar piercing through resistance and definitely breaking us out higher here, right? And let's check out Activision that makes Call of Duty. So we see here breaking out to the upside. Everything is breaking out to the upside. Pay attention, because when the NASDAQ breaks out, hits all-time highs, I guarantee you there are video game makers that actually contribute to that all-time high. So pay attention, and I will definitely be referring, some of these video game makers to my friends, because, I don't like to profit on long-term stocks by myself. I definitely want to alert people. This is the main reason why, I made this YouTube channel, so that way I can alert people on different growth stocks that that we need to buy, or different trades that we need to be aware of. So that's all I have for you guys. So take care.